right now, ladies and gentlemen, is a very funny man, and he's becoming quite the businessman in the comedy business, too. He's one of my original students and a good, close, personal friend. Ladies and gentlemen, Kirk, fuck out!
Yeah, thank you. Ooh, first guy up here. Excellent. Don't get nervous. Thank you. Thank you for the tips. Starts off not funny, and then it goes up. That's the way it works. I was reading something recently, an article, and it said there's 3 types of learners. And there's audio learners, visual learners, and kinetic learners. And they say because of television, 90% of the people are now visual learners. And I think this is wrong. I don't think this is right. I think because of television, 90% of the people are stupid. What have we learned from TV? What tidbit have you picked up from Fear Factor? Bugs are icky. People will do anything for money. Horse rectums taste bad. A horse rectum joke while you're eating. I'm sorry about that. Forgot about that one. But yeah, I'm trying to get smarter myself, trying to expand my horizons. I went to eat at a Middle Eastern restaurant recently, and they have no silverware there. So I didn't want to be the dumb American, so I had to call the waiter over, and I was like, excuse me, is this the salad finger and this the meat finger? I just want to say the word meat finger. I liked it. Probably because the word meat finger makes me giggle. It's probably because of reasons like that. I don't have a girlfriend. See, you guys laugh at that. That's one of those things that's okay to laugh at. I don't get that, you know? Like, guy with no girlfriend, funny. Guy with no legs, not funny. Guy with no teeth, funny again. Person with a cell phone ringer off, not funny. No, yeah, guy with no teeth, that's funny again. Guy with no eyes, that's not funny. Guy with no bladder control, very funny again. Guy with no weapons of mass destruction, funny to Democrats, to Republicans, not so much. Little political. Oh, the first applause break ever. Excellent. I still don't know how to feel about that war. I don't know you guys how you feel about it, but just, I can't form an opinion because all the information comes from our government filtered through our media. And to me, that's like bullshit squared. Yeah. I think if the information goes through lawyers, so much lying will actually take place, we might actually get back to the truth by accident. Then I can form an opinion. Yeah, so I've never had a girlfriend, I've never been in a fight, and I've never had a job longer than 4 months. So I'm not a lover, fighter, or provider. But I am a midnight toker. You can call me Marie. So glad you guys got that joke. You have no idea how much work that took. I had a 5-minute discussion with the other comics, like going, trying to figure out how to properly air guitar that sound. Actually, I asked one of my buddies in a band, I'm like, how do you do that noise? He's like, you need a foot pedal. I don't have a foot pedal, I'm air guitaring. Thank you for laughing at my stupidity. So, all right. My last show was actually at a lesbian bar, and I did the show. When they asked me to do it, I said yes immediately, just for one reason. The reason when I left there without a girl's phone number, I knew for once it wasn't my fault. Nothing to do with me. They don't like any of this. But I got in there, I had to go to use the bathroom, and the thought occurred to me, do they have a men's bathroom in a lesbian bar? That's one of those, like, Plato, Socrates questions. Ooh, ouch. But they did. It was also a gay bar, so they did have a guy's bathroom. And I walked in, and my friend was peeing at the trough, and he turned, and I walked in, and I've never been more warmly greeted walking into a bathroom ever. He was just like, oh, thank God it's you. It was a gay guy. Whatever. So I start peeing, and then the guy, he leaves, my buddy leaves, a new guy comes in. And you know guys who do sort of the 10-degree shift at the urinal? You know, the trough, the 10-degree, don't look at my junk shift? She knows. What does she know? That's odd. But so he did most guys do that. This guy did like a 90-degree shift. He was peeing in the sink. And I'm feeling like, God, that guy's really homophobic. I'm like, wait, I'm in a gay bar. Maybe he's just presenting. find a girl, and whatever, moving on. Walked out of the bathroom, I was talking to the female bouncer. Yes, they had a female bouncer because it was a lesbian bar. Anybody shocked at that? No. We were playing a fun game. If you're at a lesbian bar, here's a fun game to play. The game is called, That's a Guy, Right? They're 6'2", they have muscles bigger than me. That's a guy, right? That's Dennis Rodman. Hey, Dennis. Yeah, after the show, this girl came over to me and she goes, hey, my friend, she thinks my friend, they think you're really cute. And my first thought was, is it a girl? And it was, and I went over to meet her, and I walk over there, and this girl is bigger than me. She outweighs me by a good 200 pounds. And I'm like, oh, whatever, I start talking to her, and I'm like, hey, I've never been to this bar before, have you? Thought it was a good question. She goes, actually, I haven't been out in a while. I'm recently divorced, and I haven't had a chance to get away from my 3 kids. Wow, you are really not selling yourself to me right now. You realize this? That's like strike 8. And I'm thinking, why would she start telling me all this horrible information? And then a thought occurred to me, maybe she got a close-up look at the goods, you know? And maybe she decided to throw the game. And she's like, yeah, I just got out of prison for stabbing a guy. Got a wicked case of VD. I'm like, all right, I get it. I'm going to go away now. Think I don't have a girlfriend because I hang around lesbian bars? I just thought of that. Maybe I should look into that one. There's an old saying. It says, those who can do, those who can't do, teach. And those who can't even do that, substitute teach. I am a substitute teacher. That is my job. I don't teach per se, as more as I take attendance and show the movie Rudy. It's an inspiring tale. The first time I ever subbed, it was for a German class, and these kids were just awful. I lost complete control of them. Halfway through the class, they marched out and they invaded the French class. Who surrendered immediately, by the way. So to get everybody rounded up, I got the class rounded back up, and we played a game of Quiet Ball. And I don't think, in the history of school, I don't think a girl has ever won the game Quiet Ball, because it combines the skills of throwing and catching without talking. It's just not your game, ladies. I know there's a lot of females sitting out there, well, that's the sexist thing to say. I should yell something out, but then you'd lose. I had another class, and it was a mock trial class. It was sort of like debate team, but they actually argue trials. It's like legal stuff. And the class I subbed for was preparing for their big tournament, end-of-year tournament. And the kids on the team, their names were, it was Goldstein, Feldman, Cohen, and Katz. So I'm a gambling man, so I ran out and put everything I had on this team. Turns out the day of the tournament, it was a Jewish holiday, and none of them showed up. I lost $1,000. I gotta do my research. So yeah, the sub, and I had to go through subbing orientation. That was fun. That was a good time. Learned a couple new things. Actually, the subbing rotation, they talk to you for like 4 hours. It's paperwork and it's horrible. Finally, they got to the end. They go, okay, here's the #1 rule. The most important thing about substitute teaching, don't touch the kids. And at this, about like a dozen people like got up and slunk off. They're like, doo doo doo. They made the cartoon noise. I don't know why. And they go, everybody, turn to page 82 in their handbook. Everyone turn. Don't touch the kids. We're serious. Not even thinking about it. And like 6 more people got up and left. And they go, all right, time for a slideshow. Slide came down, turn off the lights. Don't touch the kids. We're serious, you sick bastard. Stop even thinking about it. You disgust me. You're a disgusting individual. Stop it right now. It was a long slide. It was a PowerPoint presentation. They can fit a lot on those. And when they flicked on the lights, it was just myself and a grandma left. That was it. Shot with 80. And they, okay, time to open up for Q&A. So I was like, ooh, me, ah. Can we touch the kids? I wasn't paying attention. I kind of blanked out for 10 minutes there. But the grandma had a serious question. She's like, I've taught for kindergarten before, and sometimes when they leave, the kids want to hug you. Can they do that? And they're like, no! Were you not paying attention to the slide, Grandma? Pervert. I was like, I'm just picturing like a 6-year-old coming up to trying to hug a grandma and she just like stiff arm him or something, you know? That's not right, you know? Gonna give a kid a complex, you know? Like every time I go to hug, people run. Why? Why no hugs? Just like me at the bars. But anyways, back to my turn, and just because I had to get, they bored me for 4 hours, so it's my turn to get back at them. It's my turn to just, stick it to them. So I was like, okay. Not like in a sexual way, but what if they're really pissing me off? I was just like, can I quit you after the throat? Just, yeah! How about if I throw a chair at them? Technically, I'm not doing the touching. It's a chair. Can I kill them with my mind? What if we're playing tag? I'll always be it, and I don't want to be it. That's not fair. Thank you, Jared. It's so sad when I can recognize laughs. All right, how about, what about if they have like a hot older sister? Because that's not my student, that's somebody else's. How about if I give them the meat finger? Not the salad finger, that would be gross. I'm not discussing like that, that's gross. All right, how about this? How about I get naked, blindfold myself, and just run around? How about that? Could have been a desk, could have been a kid, I don't know. That's for God to sort out. All right, how about if I just touch myself while looking at the kids? And oddly enough, they said okay to that one. I want to leave you with one thing, and that is meat finger. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, keep it together for Kurt Buckout. And these people right here, secret minds. I like when people walk through it, they kind of crunch down.